morning, LifePointe Alliance. I'm Sue.
And I'm Pastor Gary. Welcome to LifePointe Alliance on this beautiful wintry spring. It's not officially spring yet.
Not
we got
yet.
another week yet, but
I think
that's
it's the
coming.
20th, isn't it?
20th, 21st.
Something like that.
It's coming this week. But it is a beautiful day out there, and it's also beautiful inside here. What better place to be than here at LifePointe Alliance Church? And hey, we want to welcome you here this morning, whether you're visiting us online or in person. In person, it's great to see you out there. And in chair in front of you, I keep wanting to call it a pew, but it's not a pew. In the chair in front of you is a card for New Time First visitors. Please fill that out and either turn it in to me or put it in the offering plate. It's just for us to get to know you a little bit better. And if you're following online, you can visit lifepointealliance.org/new and just tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you're from, that sort of thing. We'd love to hear for you. And I think there's a QR scan somewhere, somehow. You can check in on that too. So we look forward to hearing from you.
Yeah, that's a good way to get connected. So this week was really busy with our Global Impact Conference. If you missed it, you missed some really great time of sharing and things like that. I know Wednesday was particularly meaningful for, me personally. And, what was a highlight for you, Pastor Gary?
Well, for me, again, it's always great to hear from our missionaries from around the world, halfway around the world, or wherever they're at. And it was neat this week. We had a combo of, there was a couple that was retiring and a young gentleman who was just starting into the ministry.
Yeah, that's
I think
neat.
this is his first home tour after 4 years.
Okay.
So he's still learning all the ropes, but just to hear and see their excitement, even from the older couple that was retiring, Mike and Ruth, that it's like they still on fire for the Lord. They love it. They miss the people where they were at, but they look forward to what God has in store for them.
Yeah.
So, but that was kind of neat. And yesterday we had a breakfast for the men and the young missionary or global worker.
International worker?
International. That was the word. I'm old school.
That's all right.
Still trying to figure that out. But anyhow, he was just great to listen to, so we thank the Lord for that.
Yeah. Something we want to make you aware of, that all the sermons are now available on podcast. You can listen anytime. They're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon. You can catch up on previous messages. You can get into some sermon clips, or you can even look at whole past services right there, and wherever you are in the YouTube channel, and that's at LifePointe Alliance. That is a great way to, share with your friends too. And also, as technology's wonderful, and we love it, but there's a thing that's coming up. It's parents. The technology can be challenging with young kids, and so the Family Care invites you to a conference. It's Saturday the 29th at 6:30. It's in the gymnasium right here. This event, they're going to have a speaker, and it's going to tell you about how to guide your children through technology. It's going to give you some tools, and you don't want to miss this. I think that this is something that's going to be, really impactful, and it'll help the parents of kids of all ages.
You're right. I think for parents that have kids, whether they're grown up or just young kids, infants, AI and all the internet and all that's really going to be impacting their lives.
Exactly.
I mean, we look at just how it has impacted our lives.
Right.
And we're the older generation now. But but anyhow, just to see that impact and to be able to tread in those waters and see.
True.
Be careful.
Right.
Because Satan would love to pull you under. Make
sure that you sign up at lifepointealliance.org/events. They want to know that you're coming, and please come out for this. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yes. And finally, last, I want to just, this week, after eating all the food this week of every different thing we had there, we have a new R&R for the senior adults this Wednesday, March 19th, starting at 11:30. We want to come out, invite you to come out, enjoy the fellowship, enjoy the food. This week we're having Sloppy Joe's, macaroni and cheese or cheesy potatoes. So we want to welcome you to that, and just love having you come out. We have a great time of fellowship and just catching up. And then also you can share how God blessed you this past week. So I think they're waiting for us out to be quiet here. So we'll cut it off here, and God bless. We'll see you out there.
See you out there.